They're described as a mix of U2, Gypsy Kings, and Shakira, or world pop rock, as we're just hearing.
Right, that's it.
But now they're joining us on the Morning Blend.
Yeah, please welcome Tampa Bay residents. We're so happy. Jesse, Zeb, and Tom, House of Leros.
House of Leros.
Leros.
That's good, you got it.
Beautiful. Let's start with how you describe your sound, because it really is unique. I love this combination of what you guys are doing. How do you describe as what Natalie called?
Well, world pop rock, the reason we call it world is because it's a mix of a lot of world styles. We introduced the rumba guitar, which is traditional to flamenco.
Okay.
We mix it with rock and pop, and then we'd throw all sort of elements from Scottish music to South American music. I mean, we blended a lot. So we came up with the concept of world pop rock in order to convey that, you know, it's got this this pop rock influence, but it's mainly world music.
Well, talk about you three coming together. Did that also help alter your sound a little bit?
Oh,
Absolutely. What's the background
it's
story?
interesting because it developed a lot when we did our show for Burn the Floor tour, Busch Gardens. We all did it together, and they needed flamenco guitars. So eventually, in our break times, we would just go out and say, okay, well, let's develop this even more. How about we add a little bit of house beats? How about we add a little bit of punch, but bring the guitars down? And then this evolved into this sound that we created now today.
Well, and let's talk about this cello. I think this is so
Carly
cool.
is
It adds some drama to the music that you really, I mean, seriously, what does a cello do to the type of music that you guys are playing and performing for people? I think it's such a cool sound.
Thank you. Well, yeah, it brings an element of what people mostly classify as classical.
But it's not, right? I mean,
It's not.
Still
Yeah,
so...
I try to be a bass. I try to be a guitar, and I'm also a cello, and I make people cry.
You do.
And he creates some incredible rhythms with that.
Yeah.
It's incredible. He plays it like a guitar. It's
You
pretty...
taught me some of that stuff for sure.
We did it, man.
Hey, let's talk about these events coming up. You have one tonight and tomorrow for a wonderful cause.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing for the folks in Orlando.
Well, a friend of mine, his name is Jose. It's a good friend of mine. The day of the event, he's texting me at 3 a.m. in the morning. He tells me how, oh my God, I'm driving to Orlando. I gotta go identify my cousin. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, and then I kind of got it right away. I had a similar experience. A cousin of mine in Venezuela died under similar circumstances. So we started thinking, we gotta do something, because it's not so much the fact that they need money for lawyers or anything like that. They just need to take a break.
Yeah.
They just need to not go to work and be able to afford it. Incredible, as sad as that sounds, but you know, so we want to focus on the positive things. You know, Giancarlo was Jose's cousin. He was a happy guy.
Yeah.
He was joyful. He enjoyed life. He liked to party. He was a very spiritual guy. So we said, you know what, we're going to do something about that honors what they did in life. You know,
Well, and what better way for music, I think,
course,
is, you know, it's a language that everybody can relate to and understand. I mean, talk about kind of what it is being a part of this for you.
Oh, I love it. I get to incorporate all different styles of music. You know, I started playing metal actually back in the day, and then I, you know, grew into classical and jazz and funk. So I like to incorporate as much as I can with this.
this guy can funk.
Yeah.
Well, invite everybody out. Make sure people know where to go Friday and Saturday. Can you just show up? Do you need to get tickets in advance?
Yes, you can go to our page on Facebook. It's called HOL Love for Pulse. Just find that page on Facebook. There's a brown paper tickets link. You can just buy your ticket and just show up. Your ticket is your donation. It's only $10.
Only $10. And I'm so excited for people to hear the sound. And,
yeah, it's gonna be fun. We really put a lot of heart into it. So yeah.
And what I was saying, that's the good news. We're actually going to get a glimpse or get to hear one of your songs coming up. So stay right there. They're actually going to perform next. Again, guys, we can't wait. Trust me, they sound awesome.